Good morning, everybody. And Euro USD is still very much consolidating in this channel. I don't think you want to be involved in this at the moment. One side of it looks like a channel, but I think if you actually just do that, it starts looking like a wedge. So that's the way I'm going to look at this. That is a wedge. So if it is a wedge, what would trigger looking for a long? And I think it's going to be a zone break rather than a level break. Let's have a look at the oscillators here. We do have a bit of diversions from, and this is now the third week of this diversion, so the longer it goes on, the more powerful it gets. And it has just been big up, big down, big up, big down, big up, big down. So there's one other level that we do need to pay attention to. Yeah, well, actually two. So you can see this pin bar, and then we have another pin bar here, kind of where price is hovering right now. Okay, we'll get to those levels now, but that's kind of the zones that we need to pay attention to. Now, this is not looking bullish or bearish, to be honest. It's looking very rangy and sideways. So let's just start off with the 3 hours. So the 3 hours is going to give us a clear picture of this week. Big down, and we were looking at the same levels yesterday, but the first one, which is 108,469, we closed above it, so that's nullified. Then this level here is 108,588. We didn't quite get there. Now this diagonal, if I do that, because your trend line is based on the first two fractals, so just stick to that theory. There's my first one, there's my second one. We had a rejection there, we had another fake out, and now we've broken out. And how are we coming back? The next thing that you can do is just move it to the next fractal, and you can see that's also a breakout, and this is looking like a retest. So I'm going to delete the diagonals. It is going to impact our bias. Have a look at what's happening here. Oscillators have crossed over, pointing down, but bear in mind on the 8 hour we have diversions over the last 3 weeks, and we don't have diversions at the moment, but we've had a strong move down, mini range here, or should I rather say channel, sorry. So there's your channel, so you can see strong move down, channel. So a break below 108,176 brings more downside, and then obviously a break above this range here, or this little zone of 108,588 and 108,469 is definitely going to get you a break to the upside. So drilling down to the hour, don't forget to hit that like button. What you're going to see is a bit of a change as well. So I just want to get rid of this. So this is a strong area of support that we're at the moment. We have tried to tag it in the past. It didn't materialize. We've done it, well, it was yesterday, and then the day before we actually got it, but then we broke below it. So we've come back to test it. It is logical. It's a perfectly logical move, 108,176. So what I would be looking at here is to see what does transpire at this zone. I'm not interested in a long here, not interested in a short either. I would consider a short a little bit higher up, and then we'd do that on the 15-minute. So something along the lines of that. So 108,320 and 108,281. So getting back into that zone, that could trigger a short for me. But I'll be very wary of 108,176. I think that's probably going to hold up price still, if it doesn't happen right now. Okay, so still cautious, still very, very cautious about this. and you just need to zoom out. And if you just zoom out on the 3 hour and pay very close attention to what's happening. Granted, the trend is down, but you don't want to be jumping in down here. I'd rather be jumping in higher up. And this little zone that I've given you at 108,281 is probably the most logical one right now. But just bear in mind, looking left, look at all the buyers that came in here. So logic dictates that the buyers will come in again, because we're going to need to drop below where we are now, 108,176, and come back and reject it before looking for those shorts. So shorts are higher up if they can be found, otherwise stay out of it, don't bother with this. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.